Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and I have a few topics for discussion in this very latest Moon Lambo hot jam. Such hot jam. I hope you brought toast, damn it. It pairs well. Take a look at this headline from you today. 123.2 million XRP wired by Ripple and top exchanges while coin remains above $1. And indeed, we're continuing to see impressive amounts of XRP moving all over the damn planet. Because things are picking up a bit, let's say. But interestingly, I want to say this too, Jed McCaleb, co-founder of Ripple, who had a falling out and hasn't been with the company for almost an entire decade at this point, he seems to have stopped selling XRP, at least in the short term. And so we're going to engage in a little healthy speculation in this video as to what might be going on there. And then at the tail end of the video, I wanted to cover this article from the Daily Hodl, unrelated to XRP, but definitely relevant to crypto. This one's titled, Investing in Gold? Strategist analyzes why nobody wants your rocks, which I thought was funny because I have jokingly stated a number of times over the years that, gold, they're just yellow rocks. That's it. I understand gold is actually a metal, but it's funnier to call it a yellow rock. Like Peter Schiff, nobody wants your yellow rocks, damn it. And so what is going on, though? Gold not looking so hot. Might crypto be impacting all of this? Well, it's certainly a clear factor. But before I go any further, I do want to be clear that I don't have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos all up on the internet because it's a fun hobby. That's all, though. And so there's this headline also from Decrypt. Ethereum, XRP, and Cardano lead crypto market $95 billion boost. And $95 billion boost. And this article was actually from yesterday. It was before the most recent run-up that we've seen from XRP today, August 14th. But still, I wanted to highlight it because it's just getting better and better. And they mentioned the following. Ripple continues to rack up small victories in its $1.3 billion battle with the SEC over an alleged unregistered securities offering of XRP, giving some clients enough confidence to partner with it. On Wednesday, for example, large South Korean firm GME Remittance announced it had joined the Ripple Net Payment Network. XRP is now back above $1 for the first time since early June. Yeah, price is certainly heading in the right direction. It was down recently, just a few weeks ago, down to 52 cents. It's now up over 100% from that. So too bad, so sad for the people that panic sold. That did not go well, did it? And there's so much to look forward to in the future, frankly, in terms of XRP price action, I suspect. I put my money where I think it makes the most sense. And so I came across this tweet from James Rule XRP. And it reads as follows. Now, there's a chart here. I'm going to make that full screen in just a second here. But James Rule XRP, my fellow XRP YouTuber, wrote the following. XRP community, investors of the Internet of Value have no clue that this historic chart will be a blip on the screen in the very near future. And here you can see where I'm circling right now. This is the price action of Bitcoin during the last market cycle. You can see it just goes parabolic. It looks like a huge chart, right? And it looks like that until eventually, inevitably, it won't one day. Here's what it's going to look like. So this is the Bitcoin chart now. And you can see where I'm circling right now. This is the peak of Bitcoin last market cycle. It looks like nothing. It looks like a little baby bump, right? But back then when it happened, that was the peak. It looked just as gigantic as this XRP chart, this huge run-up. It looked strikingly similar. And so eventually, as neat as it is to see this rocket up, XRP almost at $4 back then, this is going to look like nothing. I firmly believe that. Bitcoin, it happened here first, Bitcoin. But Bitcoin leads the market. So what? I don't care if Bitcoin runs up first. I own Bitcoin. I'm pro-Bitcoin. I'm long Bitcoin. And so eventually, though, inevitably, yes, that XRP chart, it's just going to look like nothing. And now here was a tweet from somebody named Enigma who wrote, Jed didn't sell XRP yesterday. Does someone know why? And then he tagged Leonidas, who runs xrparcade.com. Fantastic website. If you've never checked it out, I encourage you to give it a whirl. It's just an insane amount of awesome XRP-related information. And so Leonidas talked about this, and he was willing to speculate a little bit, a little healthy speculation. I like it. And he wrote the following. He has sold very little in the last 4 days. On August 11th and 12th, XRP was sent from Taco Stand, that's his wallet, to his selling wallet, but very little was sold. On August 13th and 14th, no XRP was transferred. There could be a number of reasons behind this. My guess is there was a lack of liquidity on the XRP Ledger decentralized exchange, and as he was unable to sell, no new XRP was moved from Taco Stand. Another guess would be that the high volatility in the past few days might play some part in this. Could be something else, of course. Yeah, and so it does make you wonder, because it does seem to me like it's pretty clear. Jed just wants to get out of XRP as quickly as he possibly can do that per his legal agreement with Ripple. So he's not allowed to dump everything that he has, but he's really been getting out as quickly as possible, and he's made so much damn money. Like, more money to him, I don't think it would even mean much of anything at this point. He's basically got more money than God at this point. Like, it's just insane. And by the way, he still has 814 million XRP. Which he could be out of within the next few months or so, maybe even sooner if the volume of XRP picks up. Which would mean, for that to happen, I would think that would mean the whole market ends up getting more parabolic-y, if you will, if I could make up a word. If that happens, yeah, you're good. Because look, as the volume increases, Jed's allowed to sell more and more and more. He just wants to be done with it, right? And so that's where we're at right now, 814 million remaining. All right, now into this from the Daily Hodl. Investing in gold? Strategist analyzes why, quote, nobody wants your rocks, end quote. I love that. Oh, good old yellow rocks. Peter Schiff. This isn't even about Peter Schiff. When I think of gold, I just think of Peter Schiff, because he's just like, what an adorable elder man. Like, I do like the guy legitimately, but he has these really old-timey views about like the way investments in the world work. And like, I agree with him on way more stuff than I disagree, but damn, he's wrong about crypto. He could not be more incorrect. And that the evidence keeps mounting and mounting and mounting, and here he is just being like a curmudgeon, refusing to recognize, like, okay, I was wrong. The way I was betting on this, I'm wrong. But at some point, will enough time pass where he's going to have to acknowledge it? Or if like, will it be the case that 10, 20, 30 years from now, as XRP and crypto in general is way more adopted, is he still going to be insisting that it's just a bubble that's going to pop and go to zero? Like, at some point, don't you just have to admit, yeah, I was wrong? Because I don't think we're ever going to get that from this guy. I don't get the idea that he's going to. At this point, he's really dug his heels in. He probably feels silly going back on it, frankly. I would imagine, anyway. Which is too bad. It's better to just, like, if you ever recognize you're wrong in something in life, just admit you're wrong, because that actually makes people like you more. Like, as painful as it might feel to you, it makes people, like, recognize, that's an honest person that is probably trustworthy based on at least this bit of information. And then there'll be jerks that'll, and if you ever admit you're wrong about something in life, yeah, fine. There are always those bad people that are just gonna say, see, you were wrong, like try and rub it in your face. But that just shows that they're jerks, right? Most people, when they see a person being humble and recognizing that their thinking has evolved and they change their mind based on data, like, most people respect that, actually, and will be adults about it. So it's best to just be an honest individual. But does he really believe what he's saying, Peter Schiff? The way he words stuff, it's like, he sounds like he's being honest. If he doesn't, he's doing a really good job lying if he doesn't believe what he's saying. So I tend to believe it, but I'm just kind of wondering, at what point are you going to have to recognize you're just wrong? Especially as businesses increasingly need cryptocurrencies to function with their existing business models, like XRP as a bridge currency, for example. At some point, you just got to recognize there's utility here, which means if it's useful, it's not going to go away. But anyway, article reads as follows. All-Star Charts founder and chief strategist J.C. Peretz is highlighting what he sees as a major problem in the gold market. Gold's price plummeted over the weekend from around $1,800 per ounce to a low of about $1,695 per ounce, according to gold.org. It's trading at $1,756.30 at time of writing. And Peretz tells Yahoo Finance in a new interview that he believes the precious metal is actually one of the worst investments of the past year. Oh, that's definitely true. And here's a quote. Nobody wants your rocks, right? I mean, that's the thing. Nobody wants your rocks. Inflation, deflation, disinflation, Trump, Biden. The gold bugs have come up with every story under the sun as to why gold should go up, and it doesn't. In fact, over the last year, you'd be hard-pressed to find a worse investment than gold. I mean, literally, you could have bought anything, and it would have made money, but not gold. So it just really is the worst of the bunch. And even in commodities, literally every commodity in the world is going up except for gold. It's just obvious that there's an overwhelming amount of supply of gold relative to demand for it, end quote. Yes, truer words have never been spoken. And just seeing where all of the frenzy is, where all the excitement is, the fact it's in crypto, to me, it's tough to think I want to put my money elsewhere. It's tough. And, you know, I do. Diversity is important, right? You can spend money on fun stuff too, right? But if you really want to get the most bang for your buck, like, do you agree? Like, it's crypto, right? I'm not telling you to buy, sell, or hold anything, but that's my very strong opinion about all of this. And so then you've got to be also thinking too, all of this money that's flowed into crypto, like, if crypto didn't exist, where would that money be? Where would it be parked? You got to think that a chunk of it really would have gone to gold, right? So it's like crypto is eating gold's lunch. That's what it seems like to me. Now, to what degree, debatable. I don't know, but it has to have an impact, clearly, right? And so anyway, the piece continues. The strategist also thinks that a lot of stories and conspiracies are floating around in the crypto world. And here's another quote. The one thing that we know about the crypto markets is that there's always some story, some conspiracy theory as to why it went up or down that day or week or month. There's always some story. Sometimes they're true, sometimes they're not, so we just stay out of that gossip and we focus on the only thing that pays, and that's price. And when you look at the chart of Bitcoin holding that $30,000, it's like that scene in Back to the Future where Biff is like, this seems awfully familiar. There's something real familiar about this. It reminds me a lot of the S&P 500 in the summer of 2010, where you kind of had that monster thrust, and then you had a consolidation that appeared to be a head and shoulders top. And then they wrap up by stating the S&P 500 index corrected in the summer of 2010 before continuing to rise throughout the rest of the year, according to MarketWatch. Yeah, and then obviously the S&P, you know what it did over the course of the next decade, right? I don't need to tell you, just way up. So anyway, it's like in terms of what to invest in, it's just like, gold? That doesn't sound exciting, does it? I don't know. I'm still for diversity, though. I don't think that everything should just be in crypto, that just because that's where most of the opportunity lies. It's about risk management also. But you guys tell me what you think. I'll go ahead and wrap up here. I am not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.